This sound should feel familiar. It's warm, confident, and deeply human. That classic late 50s, early 60s big band sound you hear in films like The Incredibles, especially moments like Life is Wonderful Again, where the music supports warmth, optimism, and emotional connection. What you're hearing is a single Filmstro track, and in this video I want to show you how it's built, how to shape it with the Filmstro sliders, and how a big band can support uplifting, heartfelt storytelling without becoming overwhelming. This track is written like a traditional big band arrangement, but designed for modern scoring. You've got a full rhythm section at the core, supported by woodwinds, trombones, and trumpets, all working together to create a sense of momentum, warmth, and emotional lift. Rather than jumping between moods, this track is about gradual expansion, letting the music breathe, grow, and bloom alongside the story. Let's start by briefly getting familiar with the sound of each section. The woodwinds bring warmth and intimacy. Despite being made of brass, saxophones are classed as woodwinds because the sound comes from a thin wooden reed vibrating at the mouthpiece, giving them that expressive, almost voice-like quality. They're incredibly expressive and often carry the emotional heart of the arrangement. Next up, the brass section. The trumpets add brightness and lift. They're not aggressive here, instead they carry the melody and bring a sense of openness, optimism and joy. The trombones provide depth and richness. They glue the harmony together and give the band that unmistakable big band warmth, making everything feel full, grounded and emotionally satisfying. And underneath it all is the rhythm section. Piano, guitar, bass, drums, and percussion, keeping the music moving and providing the steady, supportive heartbeat of the piece. At one of the gentler inflections, the track focuses almost entirely on the rhythm section. Low momentum, mid-depth, mid-power, with the wind instruments muted actually. In this case, we want the drums, bass, piano and guitar to play together without the woodwinds or brass entering too early. While this is easy to do in Logic by muting tracks, it can also be accomplished directly in Filmstro using the stem control feature. This allows you to mute or solo specific instrument groups so you can isolate just the rhythm section without affecting the overall power or momentum settings. This is where the music feels most intimate. The drums play softly, the bass moves gently, and the piano and guitar lightly support the harmony. It's perfect for moments of calm reflection, simple everyday joys, or just the quiet flow of a happy morning, scenes that don't need to announce themselves but benefit from a subtle, friendly musical presence. Next, we bring the woodwinds and trombones back in by unmuting them. This is where the track really begins to bloom. The harmony becomes richer, the texture fuller, and the music starts to feel more connected, gently surrounding the scene rather than simply supporting it. This setting is ideal for montages of everyday life, quiet moments of togetherness, or scenes where everything just feels comfortably in place. By the way, switching between the bed and the underscore and other inflections is really easy in our browse page, as you can select these instant previews of our music when you use the dynamic version when exploring. Increasing momentum doesn't make this track feel rushed. Instead, it gives the rhythm section a gentle forward motion, a sense that life is moving, progressing, improving. It's subtle but powerful. The music feels more alive, more present, and more emotionally engaged with what's happening on screen. At the highest power setting, the full band comes into focus. The trumpets take on more melodic responsibility, the brass supports with fuller harmonies, and the rhythm section opens up dynamically. This is where the track feels uplifting and celebratory, not loud or aggressive, but confident and emotionally generous. Perfect for those moments where everything comes together and the music needs to express joy, fulfillment and warmth. There's also a setting that focuses purely on the drums, which you can use if you need a short section without other instruments. Used sparingly, this can add texture and movement without changing the emotional tone. Great for transitions or moments where rhythm and motion take center stage. There are also a couple of inflections that feature solos. One alternates between piano and organ, another alternates between guitar and sax. They're beautifully expressive, but they are more foregrounded, so it's worth being aware of them when choosing inflections or muting them if you want the focus to remain purely on the ensemble. Now, one of the most important aspects of this track is how it ends. Like with most Filmstro tracks, each inflection has its own tailored ending, allowing the music to resolve naturally rather than simply stopping or fading out. A higher energy inflection gives you a confident, uplifting resolution. Lower inflections offer a gentler, more intimate close. Choosing the right ending can completely change how a scene feels once it's over. So this is the power of Filmstro, a single big band track that can move effortlessly from intimacy to joy, shaped in real time to support your story, your pacing, and your emotional arc. I hope this has been useful, and until next time, happy editing.